Hello students, good morning all of you. I hope you all are fine. I Neeraj Khare as a science teacher of class 7th. So dear student, today we start our science first chapter. Chapter's name Nutrition in Plants. Chapter's name Nutrition in Plants. Dear students, all living organisms require food. All living organisms require food. The food gives energy to the organism for growth and maintenance of their body function. Maintenance of their body functions, carbohydrates, protein, fats, vitamins, and minerals are the components of food. These components of food are necessary for our bodies and are called nutrients. These components of foods are necessary for our body and are called nutrients. Nutrients, nutrients, certain substances are present in the foods that help in the survival of the organism. Survival of the organism. These special substances are called nutrients. For examples, protein, vitamins, carbohydrates, minerals and fats. These called as nutrients. Some living organisms like plants synthesize their food by themselves while others such as animals depend upon the plants and other animals for their food. Some living organisms like plants synthesize their food by themselves while others such as animals depend upon the plants and other animals for their food. So nutrients, first one is carbohydrates, second one protein, fat, vitamins, minerals and water. So these are the sources of carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals and water. Mode of nutrients in plants. So what is nutrition? What is nutrition? Nutrition can be defined as a process by which organisms take in the food and utilize it in order to survive. Based on the mode of nutrition, organisms can be divided into two categories. Organism can be divided into two categories. First one is autotrophic organism, second one is heterotrophic organism. Autotrophic organism means they can prepare their food by themselves, such as plants, such as green plants. They can prepare their food by themselves, such as plants. And second one is heterotrophic. Heterotrophic organism, they depend upon other organisms for their food, such as animals depend upon other organisms for their food, such as animals. How do plants prepare their food? How do plants prepare their food? Plants prepare their food with the help of certain raw materials. The help of certain raw materials that they gathered from their surroundings. From their surroundings. First one is water, second carbon dioxide, sunlight, minerals and chlorophyll. And chlorophyll. So the process by which plants prepare their food by using these raw material is called photosynthesis. This is called photosynthesis, the process by which the plants prepare their food by using these raw materials is called photosynthesis. Look at this picture, dear students. So first one is light, second one is carbon dioxide, oxygen, chlorophyll, the leaf, water and minerals. This is a completely, this is called as a chemical reaction, and this process is called photosynthesis. So first one is starting of the light energy convert to chemical energy for the leaves in the presence of stomata. Where is the food made in plants? Where is the food made in plants? Leaves are also known as the food factories of the plants. Leaves are also known as the food factories of the plants, as they are the place where food is prepared. Different part of the plants prepared different part of the plants like root gather the raw materials from the environments and then transfer them to the leaves environments and then transfer them to the leaves where photosynthesis take place. Transport, transportations of water and minerals in plants. Transportations of water and minerals in plants. The root of the plants observe the water and minerals of the soil and transport them to the leaves via stem and branches. Then transports them to the leaves via stem and branches. Look at this picture. The transportation of the starting for the root, the water and minerals are taken up by root and then soil and transferred to stem, to branches and leaves and apex is called as a bud. The glucose move down to the growing root and water and minerals from soil, glucose made by the photosynthesis and glucose move up to the growing bud. Growing bud. So let me start. First one, water and minerals are taken up by root. Inhalation of carbon dioxide. Inhalation of carbon dioxide. There are tiny holes or pore present on the surface of the leaf. There are tiny holes or pores present on the surface of the leaves is called stomata that take in the carbon dioxide present in the atmosphere. Stomata that take in the carbon dioxide present in the atmosphere. Chlorophyll, guard cell and presence of leaf and presence of stomata. First one is guard cell and stomata opening. Look at this picture. The presence of leaf in many stomata. Presence of chlorophyll in the leaves. Presence of chlorophyll in the leaves. A substance called chlorophyll is the present in the leaves of the plants. It is a green color pigment. It is a green color pigment. The chlorophyll not only provide the green color to the leaves but also help in the process of photosynthesis. Chlorophyll captures the sunlight and along with water raw materials prepare the food in the leaves. This process of photosynthesis only occurs in the daytime in the presence of sunlight, hence it is called photosynthesis. Photo means light. Photo means light. So this process of photosynthesis only occur in the daytime in the presence of sunlight, hence it is called photosynthesis. Photo means light. Why sun is called the ultimate sources of energy for all living organisms? Why sun is called the ultimate sources of energy for all living organisms? We know that the plant use solar energy to make their food. We know that the plants use solar energy to make their food. The herbivores animals depend upon the plants for their food. Animals means carnivores that do not eat plants depend upon the herbivores animals. Therefore, all the living organisms directly or indirectly receive their energy from the sun. Therefore, all the living organisms directly or indirectly receive their energy from the sun. Cells in living organisms, all living organisms are made up of tiny structure is called cell. Some organism means microscopic organism contains only one cell, while other plants and animals contain many cells of different kinds part of cell. First one, nucleus. Nucleus, every cell has a nucleus present in the center that perform various function of the cell. Second one, the cell membrane. Cell membrane, every cell has an outer boundary which protect the cell is called the cell membrane. The cytoplasm. The cytoplasm, every cell has a gel-like structure present in it called the cytoplasm. Cytoplasm, every cell has a gel-like structure present in it called the cytoplasm. And next one is cell organelles. Cell organelles, these are membrane wounded structure found within a cell. In the cytoplasm, the cell organelles have a special function associated with them. Different cell organelles found in the cell are mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, and lysosome. So first one is the mitochondria, produce energy for the cell. Endoplasmic reticulum produce lipids and protein in cell. Golgi apparatus help in the exporting materials out of cell, and lysosomes help in digestion in the cell. Lysosome is called suicide of Wag. Animal cell and plant cell. There are two pictures. First one is animal cell, second one is plant cell. So one is major different. Animal cell is a presence of cell membrane, and plant cell is presence of cell wall. Cell wall is made of the cellulose, cytoplasm, nucleus, vacuole, and chloroplast. So animal cell and plant cells. Can photosynthesis take place in other part of the plant? Can photosynthesis take place in other part of the plants? Yes. Green stem and branches of the plants can also undergo the process of photosynthesis. For example, plants in the desert area like the cactus do not have leaves, but they still exist there because their stem produce the food for the plant. Yes, green stem and branches of the plants can also undergo the process of photosynthesis. Why is the process of photosynthesis important? Dear students, why is the process of photosynthesis important? There will be no food if the plants would stop conducting the photosynthesis process. There will be no food if the plants would stop conducting the photosynthesis process. The plants take in the carbon dioxide and produce oxygen during the process of photosynthesis. Hence, without this process, it would not be possible to survive on Earth as there would be no oxygen. The plants take in carbon dioxide and produce oxygen during the process of photosynthesis. Hence, without this process, it would not be possible to survive on Earth as there would be no oxygen. Production of oxygen and carbohydrates by the plants. Production of oxygen and carbohydrates by the plants. So this reaction of the production of carbohydrates and oxygen, carbon dioxide react with water and light energy, then presence of chlorophyll convert to carbohydrates, then oxygen, and carbon dioxide plus water, then carbohydrates means is present of glucose C6H12O6 and releasing the oxygen, then O2. 6 carbon molecules plus 6 water molecules, then presence of light energy and presence of chlorophyll convert to glucose and 6 molecules of oxygen. Plant use carbon dioxide and water in presence of the sunlight and chlorophyll to produce carbohydrates and oxygen. The carbohydrates thus the produced by the plants are converted into starch. Converted into starch. So dear student, this topic is complete. Next topic is the next video. I send you your PDF. So complete your work and send me. Thank you.